Hey guys, Jupiter James here, back with another video. This is my astrology side of the channel, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm super excited about this series. This is going to be my planets through the houses series, and we're going to start off with the sun. The sun is my favorite planet to work with and to talk about and to focus on, no pun intended. But yeah, so my name is Jupiter James. Let's get into it, and today let's get into it. So the sun through the houses, we're going to start with what the sun is. The sun is our ego. It is the main focus that the universe wants us, ourselves, and our souls to focus on. So whatever house that your soul sits in your natal chart is where the universe wants you to focus on the most, and it just so happens to be where you are the most gifted and where you shine the most in life. And so if you are a sun in the first house, you shine the most being yourself. If you're a sun in the 8th house, you shine being a mystic or an astrologer or an occultist. So when we think of sun, the sun is also the actor, not the role. So think of it like this. The sun is Angelina Jolie, not the role she played in Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The role she played in Mr. and Mrs. Smith would be the sign that the actor played. So again, the sun is the actor. The sun is who you are, but it's the role you're playing in this life. So let's get into it. All right, so sun in the first house is going to be someone who shines the most being themselves. With sign in the first house of the self, this is going to mean that this person has a lot of vitality, a lot of energy. They are an initiator, and they are the most beautiful and get a glow about them when they go after what they want, when they are being very forthcoming or upfront or direct. People tend to get out of your way when you are being direct or you are yourself. You are someone who probably, this kind of reminds me of almost like Leo energy, because you get a lot of attention for just you being you. Like you focusing on you, and when you walk in the room, people just know you and see you and appreciate you for whatever reason, and that just could be because you are a sun in the first house. Sir, how does it feel to be a sun in the first house? Is it easy? Does it feel so right just to be you? Like, I bet you feel so at home you being you. Like you wake up and you're like, I get to be me again. Like that's probably how you feel with sun being in the first house. So moving on to sun in the second house. Sun in the second house is going to be someone where the soul is focused on their money and material possessions and their values. And this is also going to be someone who probably is very good with money, or they're always attracting money, or they're very good with money. They show up in the areas of life and are always tend to be, they get this glow about them when they are talking about money and finances, or the values that are true to them within their lineage, in their family. Or they're probably like someone who's always talking about, back when I was a kid, this is what my mom taught me, and this is what my dad taught me, and this is how I grew up. Like that is what a sun in the second houser would be, and that person probably is very gifted in the area of cultivating and maintaining and receiving resources and money and material gains. Like they're probably really good at it. So I feel like, yeah, I'm really comfortable with that analysis of the second house within the sun in the second house. Okay, so with the third house sun, or sun in the third house, this is going to be someone who is very talkative. They love and value communication. They shine and get a glow about them the most when they are talking and expressing ideas and relaying information back and forth. This is someone who, when they speak, people notice them. When they speak, they get a glow and a beauty about them that people are like, wow, I love how you speak. Like you are probably a motivational speaker, or you are probably a philosopher, or a teacher, or someone who someone always sees that is speaking. And if that isn't so, it's just that when you do speak, you get attention for it. People love when you shed your opinion or your ideas on any given subject. And so, yeah, and you probably are also very a cerebral person. You're probably a very mental person. You like to think and then write those ideas down and show them to people. And yeah, like I'd say like this is giving me like definitely like presenter vibes or philosophy vibes. So yeah, that would be Sun in the 3rd house. Sun in the 4th house is going to be someone who loves to be at home. With this Cancerian energy and this Cancerian house, this is going to be someone who loves their home. They love their private time. They love to just, you know, after a long day's work or a day out with their friends, they love to just go home and recharge because they shine the most in their private life. Like, people will probably never know how truly beautiful these people are because unless they invite you into their home or into their space, because their home is a reflection of who they are, and they feel the most comfortable when they are at home, and so they shine the most at home. This gives me very much like housewife vibes, you know, like only the children and the husband truly know how beautiful this housewife is behind closed doors because she's tending to the home and she is a light for her home and her family. And so out in public, the housewife is just, you know, just a housewife, but who she really is shines at home because she's a caretaker and she is decorating and offering wisdom and nurturing to her children. And so this gives me very much introvert housewife vibes, very private, very homebody-esque, and just shines at home. Shines at home and feels the most at home. Feels the most at home. So that is going to be the Sun in the 4th house. Sun in the 5th house is going to be someone who shines in the area of play. You know, they love to go out and be in nightlife and date. They love to date and date lots of people just for the sake of dating. They love to get dressed up with their friends and go out and express themselves. This person is probably very highly creative and highly expressive. This gives me very much actor vibes, or someone who's a painter, or anything really that requires a lot of creativity. This is probably someone who also shows up as a kind of a Leo type figure because they're probably always on stage or always just in the limelight as far as creating something, because with the 5th house being a Leo ruled house, this is going to be someone who shines. You know, they're in the house of shining and creativity and positivity and dating and romance and being out there and being lively and, you know, just out in the open. So yeah, they probably also really excel with kids as well. This person's probably going to be the best father or mother or caretaker or guardian. Like, they're going to be the best person with kids. I bet kids love this person, like with Sun in the 5th house. So with Sun in the 6th house, this is going to be someone who shines in the area of work and service and in their health and fitness. This gives me very much life coach vibes, or someone who is a trainer or trains a lot. And when you go to the gym, people stare at you because you just look good working out. Like, you just glow working out. When you are on your game and at work, you shine. When you're on your routine, you shine. When you got all your ducks in a row, which is probably something you aspire to have or something you want to be, or you are, you shine. You know, you love to wake up at a certain time. You love to eat your green juice. You love to be healthy. You want to help others be as healthy and get their schedule down. And you probably get so much attention when you are at the gym because damn, do you look good on the treadmill. Damn, do you look good lifting weights. Like, you shine in that sphere of light. So that was Sun in the 6th house. With Sun in the 7th house, you shine the most when you are with friends. You probably don't really know who you are until you are around other people. Like, you can't see yourself until you are in relation with other people. Like, you go, oh wait, I didn't know that about myself, because your friends will always tell you things about you. Like, oh, you know, you do that thing all the time when there's an argument and you do this, and you go, wait, I do? I do that? Oh, I didn't know that about myself. Like, you shine the most when you are in union with people and when you are in collaborative team things, or through your friends, through your relationships. Through your relationships, you get to know who you are and you show up the most beautifully and the best when you are with people. You probably are also very good at making connections and making friends and making connections in relationships. Relationships is your get down. You feel off. You feel off if you don't have friends or you have no one to talk to. You don't like it. You can't, because that's not who you are. Your ego and who you are needs union and relationship. And so that would be Sun in the 7th house. Also with Sun in the 7th house, you are also someone who probably is always in a relationship with somebody. You're probably always romantically involved with someone, like always. You probably jump from relationship to relationship. Yeah, I don't know why I had to throw that one in there, but I just had to. So moving on to Sun in the 8th house. Sun in the 8th house, you are going to be an extremely private person. You are going to be someone who people don't quite know your personality, but it intrigues them to know more. You're going to be very scorpionic and very mystical. You are also going to be someone who has a lot of power. Like something about you shines within the darkness, if that makes sense. With Sun being in the house of darkness, you are going to be someone who, in dark times, when things are dark and when things are dreary, when the world is gray, you are someone who shines because you know the deeper inner workings of this life and of this world, and you just have a better grasp on what all this is about. And it is because of that you kind of keep to yourself. It is because of that you can't quite express who you are and what's going on, because it's so deep. It's so deep and so powerful, and you just know so much about the collective and about people and the world on a very psychic and transcendent level, that your personality is kept hidden. And whether you want it to be that way or not, it just is. And but you're very powerful and you're very transformative as well. Who you are, you shine the most when you are seeking to transform others, and when you are also transforming yourself. Your life will go through a lot of transitions and transformations. You will not be the same person that you were when you were 20 to 30 to 40 to 50. You will transform periodically, and who you were and who people knew you to be will be something completely different. Like you will go away and then come back and have a complete 360 transformation inside and out, and people will be like, is that the guy I knew from such and such? And you like that. You thrive on that. And I wouldn't say it's not necessarily that you like that, but you are comfortable in that. You are okay with that transformation because life has you on this journey that in order to do what you need to do, you must transform. You must transform, and you must transform others. And with the wisdom and the knowledge and the deep esoteric knowledge that you do have, you will use that to transform others and to enlighten others. So yeah, that is Sun in the, what is that? Sun in the 8th house. All right, Sun in the 9th house is going to be someone who is a philosopher, a traveler. This is going to be someone who seeks truth and seeks the deeper truths of life in a more philosophical nature. This is going to be someone who probably is shining the most when they are talking about philosophy and wisdom and different cultures and getting on a plane and going here and going there. Like, you shine the most when you are free to explore the world around you and to explore truth. Sorry guys, I had a burrito, so that burrito is coming for my life. Okay, so yeah, you are also probably a very lucky person. With Sun being in the 9th house and ruled by Jupiter, you are a very lucky person, and you are someone who probably always find yourself landing on your feet. And it is through you being free and through you being very optimistic and through you being very philosophical and positive by nature that people tend to want to help you and tend to want to show you where your next path is going to lead. And you probably just love to spread wisdom and spread truth in whichever way you have grasped it at that time. You are probably a very honest person, and again, very, very lucky. You are a very lucky person. You will always land on your feet. You will always be okay. Yeah. So with 10th house, with Sun being in the 10th house, you are going to be someone who loves to work. You love work, you love climbing the ladder, and you are probably someone who shines the most out in the public arena. You are probably someone who's famous or becomes famous through the work that they do. Work and fame are one for you because you get seen in your career. Whatever your work does gets you noticed, and it gets you out there in the world. And so, yeah, you are gonna shine the most out. This gives me very much celebrity vibes, or someone who CEO vibes. This is someone who their work has made them who they are, their ego, their soul, out in the world for the world to see. So you are also going to be someone who values climbing the ladder to success. You are a very hardworking person. With someone with their sun in a Capricorn ruled house, being the 10th house, you value the grind. You value the hard work and effort it's going to take you to build the legacy that you feel you deserve. You are someone who you feel it on a soul level that you deserve a legacy. You want to leave a mark on the world. You don't want to be someone who someone doesn't notice and someone who doesn't see and doesn't make an impact. You want to be out in the world so that who you are makes an impact and leaves a legacy behind. So that is going to be Sun in the 10th house. With Sun in the 11th house, this is going to be someone who shines the most when they're with their friends. You know, you love your friends, you love big groups and organizations, you love humanitarian efforts, you love very much bringing something or thinking about something that you could bring to the table, whether it be in the future or in the present. You want to bring something to the table that heals humanity or makes humanity better or solves a need within humanity that they don't even know about. This is going to be you shining the most in that area. And again, this also throws you somewhat in the public sector. You are someone who dibbles and dabbles, like you're sometimes always out and then sometimes you're always really recluse. But what I do know is that in your mind, you know you want to bring something to the table that can help heal and fix a need in the world. And with Sun in the 11th house, you do have those gifts, and I encourage you to really seek and get serious about doing those things. You are not too abstract, you are not too weird, you are not too far thinking. What leader, listen to me, what leader in the world wasn't abstract and far out and a little zany and a little kooky and a little weird? Name a leader that at the time that they were were looked at like, what the hell? What is that person talking about? You are meant to be that way. I encourage you to do the thing that is in your chart, okay? Be the biggest Sun in the 11th house person you can be. There you go. All right. Oh, this is also going to be someone who's probably very good with technology and innovation. Technology, innovation, healing the world, and with their friends, you shine the most. You will also probably get better later in life as well. Later in life, like after you get done with your job and your career, later in life is where you're going to shine as well. So with the last sign being Pisces, just kidding, with Sun in the Pisces ruled house of the 12th house, this is going to be someone who shines in the area of mysticism. This is also going to be someone, you know, this is a very rare placement because this is going to be someone who's probably very extremely psychic and very like recluse. People don't know who they are or where they are. Or you're probably always inside and like you're very psychic. You are very tapped into the collective, into the universe, and you just know things, you know, like with Sun in the 12th house, you are going to be, whether you want it to be or not, you are going to be hidden away. You are going to be hidden away, knowing all of what you know, and people don't quite know your personality. And for you, you quite don't really know your personality as well. But what you do know is that you know the truth. You know what is going on, and you're very psychic. And yeah. Your personality, who you are, is on a very spiritual path. You are a very, very spiritual person. Like, very, very spiritual. I don't know why this makes me want to cry when I think about this, because it's like, I don't know, I get choked up about it, because you are a very recluse person, and who you are in your personality is in a hidden house. It's in a house where things are hidden, and whether you want it to be that way or not, it just is. But the gift of that is that you get to know God, you get to know the universe, you get to know the inner workings of everything around you. And so it's really amazing. You are probably, if you use the energy correctly, you could probably be a very good psychic or medium or astrologer or occultist or magician. Like, I would really implore you to, while you are recluse, while you are on your own, to really tap into your gifts and tap into your psychic nature, because it's there. It's really there, and you could probably heal a lot of people with it if you fight against the current to hide yourself. So that was my Sun Through the Houses series. If anyone needs a birth chart reading, or a natal reading, or a career and destiny reading, or astro counseling, or motivation, or anything you may need, please tap my links below, email me, and I would love to help you with whatever you need or whatever you're going through. I promise, I'm sure the stars have a solution for you. That's the video. I love y'all. Jupiter James over now, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Have a good one.